everyone, Ivy League Gaming here, and today we're playing Eternal Evolution. And for today, I have a really great guide to go over for you guys on how to beat the Scythe Spider for Guild Hunt. Now, let's of course give credit where credit is due. I mean, I completely planned on making separate videos for each boss specifically, but well, let's be honest. My guild mate, my cluster leader for Celestials, CLS, let's go CLS, hahaha, Rikimaru did a wonderful job creating this really great guide. I think it's his guide anyway. There's no other name with it. I think it's his guide. I have mentioned that he is planning to make a YouTube that he plans to do just for fun, but I do have permission to use his reference tools and videos, so all the love and support though. He did such a great job with this tool. I might as well just show it on the screen as I go through, and you guys can take a look, you can make your screenshots, you can do whatever, but we're gonna talk about beating the Scythe Spider for, yeah, the new Guild Hunt. So the rewards are amazing so far. I'm really having fun with this. It's insane how much class technology changes our account already. Even just 1 day, well, 2 days of doing the Guild Hunt was such a big deal. But let's get to it. So we have, actually let's just stick with one part at a time. Boss description. The Scythe Spider can be compared with Sinsaro Marsh. The symbiosis of the Scythe Spider is connected to the minions she summons upon entering the battle. Highly recommended teams, AoE. So this is pretty simple, as you could probably expect. This was a spider. There's probably going to be spiderlings. AoE is going to be king here. So skills, let's see, it summons 6 minions directly linked to the Sith. Sticky Web reduces all units' attack speed for 8 seconds. Toxic Split inflicts 300% attack damage in frontal line and applies Venom, which is like a poison, of course. 50% damage every 1.5 seconds for 6 seconds. There's also Rage Toxin. Within 8 seconds, if no spider minion receives damage, inflicts 1000% damage and 5000% damage per second for 6 seconds to all enemies. So this is it right here. This is why you need the AoE damage. If no spider receives damage, like if you're in there with single target hitters and you're only attacking the main spider, you're gonna get pounded in probably one shot, I'm assuming, for most of these bosses, so stages. So keep that in mind. AoE is a must. Luckily in this game, most of the amazing energy champions and some of the hunters actually do have some AoE, like Pregor and stuff added, so either way, lots of great options. So let's scroll down here. We're going to take a look at the different stuff to pair up for this boss specifically. So for Commander Rota, when an ultimate is cast that hits 3 or more enemies, deal 68% of damage to all enemies of the team's total attack. Increased by 30% damage for every time used. The cooldown is 5 seconds for her skills. So she is obviously the best option when you're dealing with AoE heroes, so she's just kind of the no-brainer for who you'd use here as well. When we have Mythic Runes, so Solar Flare, when hitting 3 or more enemies, increase attack by 20% for 8 seconds, also increases ultimate damage by 30% if it hits 5 or more enemies. Energy and Hunter exclusive. So this is a Mythic Divine prototype. I actually just got that in Twilight Lands for completing stage 8, I think. Yeah, so that was really nice. Then we have another Mythic prototype that's highly suggested here as Prism Amulet. Vanguards receive less damage over time, making them sustain longer damage, and then 80% incoming damage is slowly taken over 8 seconds. And then remember, if, there's another if. There's a condition. What is it? Hold on. Yes, if the Vanguard kills an enemy, you can't see it, sort of. During this period, all delayed damage is cleared. So I would hope that counts for the Spiderlings too. And then we have Epic Runes. Praying Eyes can be used for teams that have high crit rate and increase their attack by 36% for 6 seconds. Flashpoint is currently the best support item for healers. You're likely going to have Maserati in there if you have them. If not, your Serena should do just fine. Flashpoint is currently the best support. Oh, sorry, I just read that. Vision Stone can be used for teams that have Oniruda. Crete, or Luke in their team to increase damage by 36%. Alright, now let's go down to these team combinations. This is really interesting here. So again, let me kind of move here. First option, the recommended option would be to have Crete, Bailey, Masrani, Luke, and Ravina. I love it. So Crete brings, of course, AoE damage and reduces the enemy's defense. Bailey's amazing AoE damage. Masrani AoE heal for the whole team and boosts their damage as an increased attack. Luke does AoE damage and also reduces defense. So either way, you're making sure those spiderlings and the boss are always going to have that reduction of defense. And then Ravina has really good burst AoE damage. So Ravina and Luke in the same team would be busted. I love that. That sounds like such a good combination. I do not have a Ravina yet. I'm not regretting not pulling her. I'll just get her eventually. I have other people I need to build, like Moriami over here. So here's another solid option. You could have Crete ideally as your tank, and because of his AoE damage and reduction of defense. And then we also have Scooter and Hattie for their AoE damage, Masrani for the heal and damage boost, and Moriami links with Pregor so well to boost her damage. It adds extra attack. Pregor has high burst AoE damage. So it's kind of like Moriami on her own, meh. Moriami with Pregor makes Pregor better. So keep that in mind. So that's just some suggestions here. Of course, if you don't have all the triple S's suggested, just use what you've got until you do get them, right? I mean, it is what it is. AoE damage is going to be the king here. So that's what you're looking for on any of the kits. Like most of those energy heroes that have the AoE, that's kind of what you're going for. But yeah, I hope you guys appreciated this guide. Thanks again to Rikimaru for always giving our cluster such wonderful resources, and for letting all of us content creators be able to share them with the people. So thank you guys. That's all for now. I'll see you in the next video.
Eternal Evolution. Play now for free.